Good morning students, this is class 11th maths solutions of the test of chapter 16. So question first is that the experiment is 3 coins are tossed and we have to describe 3 events which are mutually exclusive and exhaustive. So the 3 events which I have taken is at least 2 heads, exactly 1 head and all tails. If you will find the union of all these 3 events, it will be S, and intersection of any 2 events will be 5. So it is mutually exclusive also and exhaustive also. Now in question number 2, you can see probabilities are given. Now probability of A intersection B is less than probability of A also and of probability of B also. That means first 2 conditions are valid. Now we will check the probability of A union B and it will be 0.7. Therefore, because the probability of A union B also lies from 0 to 1, we will say that the assignment is valid. Now question number 3 is a die is rolled and then a coin is tossed only in the case of even numbers. Right? So this will be the sample space 1, 3, 5, and if 2, 4, 6 come, then we have to toss a coin. Question number 4 is to find the probability of at least one ace when 2 cards are selected from the pack of 52 cards. Now see, total outcomes will be out of 52 we have to select 2 cards, which is this, and favorable will be, see, at least one ace, that is either one ace or both the aces, right? So first case is if one ace, that is out of 4 we want to select one ace, into from the rest of the cards we will select now one card, that is 48C1, right? Because out of 52 if we take 4 aces, then the left cards will be 48. Plus the second case is if both the cards are ace, then it will be 4C2, right? Next question number 5 is a die is rolled twice. Describe the event both the numbers appeared on the die are odd. So either it can be 1 3, 1 5, 3 1, 3 3, 3 5, yes, also 1 1 also, and 5 1, 5 3, 5 5. These are the cases when both the numbers appeared on the die are odd. Question number 6 is that the probability of a student will pass in the subject Hindi is 2/3. The student will pass in maths is 5/9, and that he will pass in both the subjects is 2/5. We have to find the probability that the student will pass at least in one exam. That is, we want to find the probability of H union M. All these values are given to you. Just put the values in the formula and get the answer, which will be 37/45. Now in question number 7, we have to select 9 courses out of 5 in such a way that one course is always compulsory. Now see, total outcomes will be out of 9 we want to select 5, so it will be 9C5, right? Now for the favorable, they have said find the probability when 1 is compulsory, the rest are 8. Now out of 5 1 is compulsory, so we have to select this, and out of these 8 we will select 4. So the favorable will be 1C1 into 8C4 and total is this. So divide the favorable by total and you'll get the answer as 5/9. Now question number 8 is that a number is selected from 1 to 700 and we have to tell the probability that the selected number is divisible by 2 or 7. Now OR means union. So probability that a number is divisible by 2 is 350/700. Why? Because total outcomes are 700 and there are 350 numbers which are divisible by 2. Yes, I have written it in a short way just to explain you, but it is a 2 marks question, so you have to write down these statements also, that total outcomes are 700, favorable, that is the numbers from 1 to 700 which are divisible by 2 are 350. Now probability that the number is divisible by 7 will be 100/700, and probability that the number is divisible by both 2 and 7, that is by the LCM of these numbers, that is the numbers which are divisible by 14 from 1 to 700 is 50. So the probability will be 50 upon 700. Now for probability of 2 union 7, all the values are known to us. Put in the formula and you'll get the answer as 4 by 7. Question number 9 is probability of A, probability of B and probability of A intersection B is given to us. The first part which we have to find is probability of A intersection B complement, and you know the formula is probability of A minus probability of A intersection B, which are given. So the answer will be 0.2. Now probability of neither A nor B is A complement intersection B complement, which is probability of A union B whole complement. So 1 minus this will be probability of A union B, right? So 1 minus 1, the answer will be 0. Now the third part is probability of B union A complement. Now see, you know the formula of probability of A union B. So just apply the formula. Probability of A, which is here B, plus probability of the second event, which is A complement, minus probability of intersection of both the events given, that is B intersection A complement. Now probability of B is given in the question, plus probability of A is given in the question as 0.4. So probability of A complement will be 0.6 minus, now you know the formula for this also, probability of B intersection A complement is probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. Both of these terms are given, right? So you will get the answer as 0.8. Now in question number 10, the word mathematics is given and they have asked to find the probability of arranging the letters of the word mathematics so that no vowels come together. So first of all, total outcomes will be 11 factorial divided by 3 times 2 factorial. Why? Because there are 11 letters which can be arranged in 11 factorial ways, but because M, I and A are repeating 2 times, so we have to divide by this. Now first of all, we will find the probability when all vowels occur together. For this I am treating all the vowels as one letter and these are the rest of the letters. Now these can be arranged in 8 factorial divided by M is repeating twice and T is repeating twice. Now into this contains 4 letters which can be arranged in 4 factorial, and because A is repeating twice, divided by 2 factorial. These are favorable outcomes and total we have already calculated. Divide them to get the answer, which will be 4 upon 165. Yes, many students what they do is they first solve this complete and then they solve this complete and then they divide. Why you do so when the terms can easily cancel here, right? So do not solve these terms independently, but just put in the formula and then cancel out what can be cancelled and then do the calculations. It will save your time only. Now this is the probability when all the vowels are together. So in the question we have to find the probability when all vowels don't occur together. So subtract this probability from 1, you'll get the answer. Now in question number 11th, a number greater than 2000 has to be formed from the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, and we have to find the probability that the number formed is divisible by 5. So given digits are 0, 1, 2, 3 and 5. First of all, we will find the outcomes, that is the number those are greater than 2000. Now see, for the first place either 3 can come or 2 or 5, that is we have 3 options. And because digits can repeat, it is given in the question. For the second, third and fourth place we have 5 options each. So total outcomes will be 3 into 5 into 5 into 5. But in this case, in these cases, one case will give us the number 2000, which is not greater than 2000. That is why we have to subtract that one case. So total outcomes will be 374. Again, I have not written the statements of all these lines which I have said. You have to write down all of these statements. Now favorable cases will be the numbers greater than 2000 and also divisible by 5. So if the number is divisible by 5, the fourth place can be filled either with 0 or with 5. That is 2 options. For the first place, again 3 options. The second and third place, 5 options because digits can repeat. So now favorable outcomes will be 2 into 3 into 5 into 5. But in these cases, you know, one case will arise which will give you the number 2000, which is not greater than 2000. So we have to subtract that case. So the favorable outcomes will be now 149. Therefore, the probability will be 149 divided by 374. Now your today's homework is that you have to do question 1 to 10 of chapter 7th, that is permutations and combinations, from the book Exemplar. Okay, thank you.